Hmm. Man. You know? Wait. Wow. Why? Dude. You would think a scallop is just but a shell. But getting a scallop top down is really difficult. Okay. So maybe what? I start with the lines? They look absolutely beautiful though. Like holy heck, it's so pretty. I almost feel like I want to make like a sunrise fan out. Ooh, that illustration helps out a lot. You know, I think I can do a few tricks. For sure. I don't just want to make a plain scallop. I got a little loud. Why did you get so loud? Okay. Okay. That is so hard to draw. Wow. That prompt is crazy. This prompt is pretty nuts. You make it. This is tough. It's gonna be tough. Um, trying to think of like a reasonable way of doing this without. Let me try some new things. Let's. What a usual shape would be like something like this. So scallop is basically a triangle, you know? Kind of like this, right? It can be off to one side, probably. Oh, but it has so many ripples. How do I do that without using lines? I want to do this shape, but kind of wider than that. Yeah, it's more of a. I don't really. You have something to work with. You have a basic shape to work with, but there's just so much more to it. Yes. There's such a periodicity to it. Something like this. Right? Kind of clumps up closer and then maybe add. You go like. Oh wait, that's gonna be yikes. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a nightmare. Um, let's try this again. So it's kind of like point it. So these are the shapes I see. You could do that, and then I think this. Then you just oh, this is totally stroke practice now. um, oh no, I don't want to do this more than once. That's gonna be some massive suck. Okay, but first, let's establish this for a moment. Okay. Then let's, oh, let's say okay, let's say this is the focal point, right? Blah 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 blah. Okay. All right. Oh no. Holy, I am gonna struggle with this so much. Oh no. Talking about following sliders. I guess I don't really need to be exact on where my stroke ends because it's gonna reach the resolution limit. I just need to get the curve properly and then call it a day because holy heck, am I not doing this again? I shouldn't have made the circle like that, but okay. $3 of OC. Oh my gosh, it's not even like, it's not even getting close to where I want it. Well, the first attempt was okay, I would say. It's definitely not the best. Is this the approach? No, it kind of looks like a clamshell. I mean, a scallop shell. Well, what did I learn? I need to extend these probably a little bit more. I can finagle, like, let's say, I can finagle up to like here. This is probably the base area that I can change. I can like do a lot of blending work and treat this as like a one object, probably from here. I don't really need the lines to line up. And then getting the color pattern down. Rudimentarily, I think this pretty much captures the shell thing, I think. Let me take a look at. It's definitely a lot bigger. Like, these are just guidelines, but it's more of a wobbly thing. It gets wobblier. It's not one line distance. All right, so if I shift all these to right, it's gonna look like the shell is coming from the right. Or we're looking at it from the left. Like, I feel like I don't have the shape. Yeah, it looks more like a fan. So I need to be a little bit more aggressive. It's wider. So like, I want it to come down like, probably like something like here. This arc, maybe. have a composition in mind, but like that shape. Okay. Okay. Try this again. I think I should start leaving space like this. Honestly, I have no idea how people would approach this. Okay, then right? Okay, so then these are going to be the guideline zones for the reversed, like this. I see a curve in between. This is going to be sketchy. And I don't mean sketchy as in sus, but sketchy as in sus. I see the periodicity in the shell, but it requires so much dexterity, so much accuracy from your hand. I don't really. And then I have to draw the guidelines too. Maybe I will draw the guidelines separately. Yeah. And then see which ones I keep. Maybe what I can do is keep the lines But have them faded a little bit. And then technically, okay, so these I can probably keep right here. And these are just, these are guides of where my darker zones are gonna be. One thing has to be said is I definitely could have gone with less, like, whatever you call these things, fins? They might be called fins. Now I kind of want to study the anatomy of a scallop. I think I'm going way too curved, but it kind of looks cool this way. I'm so much better at curved lines than I am at straight lines. Okay, so let's take a look. Pretty alright. I think this is good enough for, so these are my, okay, so those are my guidelines. Those are my fins. Okay. Not the best, but we can work with this. And then the Scallop has this little, like, thing. This little, I don't even know what you call that. It kind of looks like a box. So hard. Can't even tell, like, supposed to be. Oh, is it thinned out too? Kind of. What the heck? So it's kind of like you do the same thing. Wait. Whoa. Hold. I need a box. So kind of like the shape is more or less like this. Right? Okay. The shape is more like this, right? And then it's pretty great when you start drawing things. You just appreciate a lot of the complexity of the shape. So it's rippled too. But kind of wobbly down here, so something like this. Right? Improvise, go with the flow of nature. Right? And then alright. This side's a little bit fat. You are a little bit fat. We need to angle you. We're angling you. Like maybe. This should be angled too. Dang it. Alright, now we have to redo this again. Stupid perspective. It really makes it jarring when you have too many straight lines and then you're trying to get perspective on it. It's going in. Like the plane is kind of like this way. So this way. And then straight lines really make it so jarring. You can definitely you can like intuit the perspective. And now I'm kind of, I think I kind of monked myself. Like this. I don't know if this thing is behind the thing or in front of the thing. Wait. Is it kind of like this? It's a little too deep, right? Oh, and then do I fan out like this? Maybe a little too much. Good enough. All right. Hunky dory. Okay, so there's our like scallop shell, right? Good enough, I think. Kind of looks like it's on the ground. We're looking at it like into the floor ground, and then I'm gonna fill in this white space. There's a reason why I put it in this bottom right hand corner, but dude, what the heck, guys? If Coffers is listening, you're a butthead. All right. Okay. We're done. This is it. I It's gonna be a nightmare to color this. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we might as well start. I think it'll become... Yeah, so the middle stuff is my guidelines. I'm using the middle as guidelines. And the fins are where I'm gonna start. Okay, so there's no really great reference for scallops. They just look really beautiful when you look at their coloring. So I think I'm going to finagle this. And what I want to do is I want to do like somewhat of an abstraction. I want to draw a scene in the scallop. And then when I draw the scene in the scallop, I have to like warp it somehow without like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. I gotta think of more like a practical artist, but or I mean I could pick up a... I really love some of these scallop patterns. Maybe I'll use it as a complement to... Man, some of these nature produces such a beautiful pattern. I don't want to do like a Oh, you bet your butt I'm gonna treat this like painting, because holy heck, that's some detailed stuff. Okay. Alright. So, let's try this. Let's try to get like a block. We need a block first. There's so much detail work in this. Let's see. What am I going for? Though you can get away with a lot too. Oh look, it's the Papega. You know what I want to do? I want to draw a scene of... Hold up. Okay. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna try to create the color palette of the sun, of the sunset on this. Let's try it. This screams to me like a sun ray kind of thing, so let's try... We got a water block our thing first. Actually, this zone is... We'll just make one line for this zone. painting alone is gonna take like 3 hours. Holy heck. Oh. Actually, there's some... Okay, I see some gradients that I could add that to make it like fairly interesting. So maybe I'll do... And then I'll pop it. I'll pop it with a strip of red. And then we do... And we do like a second zone of orange. And then we go to a... Ew, what the freak? That's not nice looking. Okay. And we'll color block the rest for now. Okay. Alright, so this is our general color scheme, and I guess we should match it with this too. So, okay. Okay, so we got our color block. Now, I don't think... Let me show you. Listen, you try drawing a scallop. Do you know how annoying it is to draw these lines? Dude, and these are just guidelines. I actually have to do the painting of this thing now. Okay, so we have our color block zones. Oh, I could splash in some blue. Just to make it... Oh yeah, I don't know. This is fine. So now... I don't know if I'm gonna texture this scallop. It's gonna be very difficult. Okay. So... I think it's better just to do volume. As opposed to try to color match it. Well, actually, it's... No, we're doing volumes. Okay, so... let's take this. Do we do flat volumes? Let's find out. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. This is gonna be such a pain. Alright. Alright, we're hand voluming this. Oh my gosh, this is labor work. Actually, we might want to go like full stop. Yeah, let's go full stop. All of this will make sense in a little bit. Yes, I know it's ruined. Oh, I should do, so... Hang on. I should decrease the lines for... Nope. Too thick. Okay. Nope. Man, I don't really know how one would try to do this. I with as steady of a hand as possible and just like make it look like it's holy heck. That requires some really steady hands, which I do not have. Okay. If I were to do this, like, if this was like a super not time constraint thing, I would probably do this meticulously one at a time and just slowly guide these lines down, but I'm not going to. They're supposed to be like wedged shaped with a curve, but I can't like try to they're supposed to be bigger at the end, at these ends, and then slowly get smaller. But I would, in this case, I would have to like zoom in and do it manually, slowly guide it down. I'm not doing it that way. We gotta save some time. It'll look fine at the end when we go back and touch it up and whatnot, but it's gonna be rough near the bottom. The bottom is gonna look rough. Yep. Oh. Imagine not turning your canvas. Personally, I think this is a great skill to have, not having to turn your canvas. Not to say that I have that skill. Alright, so these are my volumes, right? And then so we got the volumes in, and then oh, texture is gonna be hard, and so we won't do texture line. Now there's like irregularity. There's also high. We can. Okay. I see. So go fanning out, there are brighter spots. And then there's also highlighted spots. Now this one's even harder. Oh my gosh. Alright, so okay, here we go. Oh. Wolf. This is a wolf right here. All right. All you Osu players, this is what you do when you have to kick slide 8 billion times in a row. You try beast, but the game gives you scam locks. I see. That's what happens. Okay, these are getting a little big. There's so much periodicity in... I'm starting not to like that yellow that I picked, but that's okay. There's so much periodicity in this, in clams. It's so beautiful though. Like the repeating shapes and patterns are fantastic. I was gonna do like a digital way, like a purely, I don't want to use the word practical, but like a trickery digital way where I would paint onto a square and then I would warp the square. So technically a clam's, if you think about it this way, technically a clam's color pattern is a square. And what you do is you slam it into the shape of the clam. So if you like pull all the colors from a square into a clam shape, you would produce this result too. Is how I imagine it originally. But instead I'm going with effectively doing this manually. But I'm applying the color block like I would color a square, is how I'm kind of trying to do it anyways. That's how I picture, that's how I see the clam's colors. The clam's color is more of a flat profile and you just wrap it around the profile of a clam. Okay. So now we have that spot. Right. We gotta add it to these too. There's just a ton of texture work. That's more or less what this is. There's so much like lighting and texture work because it's so periodic. So the more you the more patterns you bump into the thing, the greater the... This is a little too aggressive. Okay. There's still like another... I've been working at this for an hour. There's still like another hour of finagling. Okay, so we got the dark zones, the highlight zones, and now clams tend to have this like oblong, bit lighter, kind of like a step down and a step up. So let's try that. So each individual zone in the block, what do I even call this? I'll just call this BH, like the block high on us. So like they kind of have this weird... Oh, is it the same as just adding white? Oh, maybe we should color shift it. No. Alright, how about we don't call it... Yeah, this is fine. So, maybe we do like... It's like its rings got pelted by something. And maybe we go... Okay. I am totally improvising, but it's okay. I wonder how other people do that. It's like when you look at the shell of a clam carefully, you can see some like really wonderful like architecture to it. But at the same time, it has a little bit of noise, which makes the it has a little bit of noise, just enough to make doing this by hand a little bit more reflective of the stochasticity of like the expression, like the gene expression that results in its pigmentation. So you can get away with like going up and down a little as long as it's like deliberate, like it feels like it's still deliberate. Like this. You can like introduce a little bit of noise up and down to make it look a little bit more like visually interesting. Like that. Starting to look a little questionable, but we'll see. Let's try to I still haven't removed these lines yet. Okay, so remove the lines, which makes it a little bit more convoluted. Okay. Honestly, we're probably gonna go and make these more aggressive and then blend them in. Now the bottom part is gonna be different. So this this trunk part is gonna be really somewhat blended together. Hey Mazuku. So now we need like fading between the thing because it's too exact. So now we're gonna try to blend this and then try to add line detail. Oh, okay. That's gonna be a little scary. How do I do this without ruining it first? I need to experiment. Alright, so we're gonna dupe. We're gonna merge. Hide these. Alright. So. Wait. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, right. It's I think I only need the color block layer. It looks like. Yeah, I only need the color block layer. Actually, I can probably do this with a wide, like a really wide. I think I was a little too aggressive on the purple. But okay. And now we need sharp lines. Okay, so we know that these lines there's too much of these lines, so we wanna nope. We need to get like halfway between these. We need to be softer. Oh, okay. So we need like a... Oof. This is gonna be tough. Maybe we should just leave these lines instead. The guide. Make these lines a little stronger. These will be our outline lines. Contrast the shadow, and then I can blend the shadows. Probably what we're gonna do. To give it shape. I'm not drawing these lines again. Heck no. That's not happening. Alright. Yeah, it does provide the contrast that I'm looking for. And then these are going to be full because they're the edge lines. Go back to 80. That is one bright clamshell. I think I went a little too ham on the purple. I was really fixated on the moon, not the moon, the sunrise. Okay, so now we need to, it's too fat down here. It's a little too fat down here. What we can do is we can probably take the... What? Oh, wrong tool. We can cut this. We might even be able to delete it. No. We want to cut this portion. Actually, yeah, and then we might just want to remove it entirely. Wait. Oh, but now it's creating a really... Okay, so I could wash it instead. We'll probably just wash it instead. Yeah, we'll just wash it up instead. Yeah, that's not gonna... Dark. Okay, so all right. This is gonna be annoying. But... I told myself I wasn't gonna be exact down here because it'll look really... I didn't think it was gonna look off-putting, but it does. You want to get thinner down here, but I didn't want to like switch brushes and take a really long time trying to get the lines right over and over again. It takes like one of those like viral artists who like can do the lines perfectly each time, like just like, or like those people who have practical brushes where they go from really thick and then they pull away and it becomes thinner and thinner. I can't do that on, well, I don't have the mechanical handling of my tablet pen to be able to do that, where I start thick by pushing hard and then lifting as I'm going. It just doesn't, either I'm not skilled enough to do that, or tablet sensitivity is, the tablet resolution is not that great. It's not that great. All right, so we're just gonna brush some of that away so it doesn't look as dense down here. Now, why does it look like I accidentally cut away something else? What else did I... Oh. This thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Now the question is, do I want to go back and blend these jumps are too high. Maybe I can just fade them a little bit more. That is a really pretty looking scallop. That is a pretty that is a pretty vibrant scallop. I think I might have made it just a little bit too vibrant, but okay. Now we go back and do some line work because we do need to do some line work. How am I gonna imitate this? The thing needs texture, so we're gonna add some texture here. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna do much more, but is this what I want? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I kept these brushes in because I've used these before to do texture work. All right. This is like you know how when some people say like really go outside and enjoy nature and whatnot, there is something to be said about enjoying recreating still life. Like you start observing quite a bit of things you don't normally observe when you're tasked with recreating the look, and I quite like that. So let's see, we want to also we need to what am I looking for here? I'm looking for this type of, yeah, I think I'm looking for that type of. I have gone off script at this point, so like I'm nowhere near my reference anymore. This is where I do poetic license in. This is where I take poetic license. Oops. We'll do like partial lines. I don't like how that looks. We'll do like partial lines. Yeah, there's something to be said about appreciating nature, even when you're trying to like, when you're attempting to redraw, like to try to capture real life. You kind of notice like the periodicity and the patterns that protein expression can produce. The idea behind these lines is try to like guide the pattern so that it kind of looks like it's directional, because the scallop shell, I keep calling it a clam shell. I mean they both have shells, but the guide when you're trying to get it to spiral in kind of guides the form. Lines give your composition form, so that gives it structure. It makes it look organized, even though technically I just hand wavily did different textures and whatnot. I almost want to like, okay, so now there's in between. Now there's a lot of in between colors, so we're gonna do like a layer with in between colors. I guess at this point I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, so we're just gonna call it BI, and we want to like take this. That's a little harsh. I was thinking of drawing a scene for this, but I think we're gonna cheat out of this. These are complementary colors, so they should look not very like insanely off-putting when you phase them together. Like when you put them next to each other, they shouldn't be very off-putting. It's interesting that you start asking like the philosophical question, like, is it because we see it so often that normalizes its contrast, or is it just that's just how the universe worked? Our eyes just, you know, it's the chicken or the egg. Like, is it really the fundamentals of its like spectrum that makes it very pleasing to be together, or it's by happenstance we're just very used to seeing it? Okay, or you know, both, of course. And then we kind of want to blast this part a little bit. How would I do that? Probably add quite a lot of white into it. Let's try to make it like spiky. And then maybe a little, oh, I don't even have anything to blend it with. Oh, it's fine. Okay. And then I guess I'm just gonna collapse this all back together. And then we'll erase this stuff. Oh, okay. Not collapse everything back together. Just we'll clean this up. When did I make you so small? Oh, thank goodness for round shapes. I mean for curved shapes. If you guys ever wondered why I prefer curved lines than straight lines, it's because most of the tools, they're circles. So like it's a lot easier when you need to fit in like a circle. It's a lot easier, and you know, you don't have to like drag across things. You kind of cover the same stroke distance, but it's just so much easier to fit circular things into like little crevices. So like it's very elegant that the scallop shell has grooves in it, as opposed to like strictly straight lines. That is one really unnecessarily colorful scallop shell, but it's supposed to be an abstraction. Scallop shells do not have that vibrant yellow. It's like most of the references I've seen have a different like purple doesn't usually come into a clamshell with the other colors, but I just wanted to do something very vibrant. Neat. That's not bad. Not bad. I think I've captured the essence of the shape of a clamshell. So now I was gonna do a scene. It's an hour and a half, so let's try to do a scene. I was just gonna put it at the bottom of the ocean floor, but the problem is I don't know how to make it look like it's underwater. Generally speaking, when you see these pictures, they kind of do me a disservice, because these pictures are taken with like a beautiful camera, right? Like a beautiful camera. And the thing is, a beautiful camera does not have distortion in the cross-sectional time. Like when you take a snapshot of it, it just looks like it could be not in water. But let's think about it. So how do I make it look like the seabed? Let's start with, okay, so now we have to start with new things. So guess we just collapse this stuff. I've lost all track of whatever I'm drawing at this point. I mean, whatever my layers mean at this point. This was chaotic. Okay, so let's start with what, a poopy brown, like a faded brown. I think it's probably wise I go from dark to lightest, because okay, let me think about it. So I don't think I'm going to be able to capture the seabed well enough. It's so complex, in my opinion. It's so complex to the point that making it messy one might think just make it messy to make it look like the seabed, but you could see some pattern to it. And you want to capture minimally those patterns to make it actually look like something you would observe. So okay, it's definitely not. All right, I think if we give it motion, if we give it motion, it'll be, but we need to give it direction. First we're gonna color block it. I don't think I'm gonna add any line details. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. What's a color that I would use? Alright, so let's try this. Alright. I haven't done a background up to this point, so this is gonna be some growing pains. Alright. So this is the base color. I don't quite like this color. We're going... Okay. We can use this color. I do need some lines. Wow, there's no like distinct. I think I might actually go reverse lines. We might go white instead. Okay, so like how do I... Okay. We're just arbitrarily drawing some like edge lighting to guide where my hills are. Then you kind of get like okay. I reckon this is not how some may want to do this, but I'm basically just seeing what like the most contrasty shapes are. Okay, so there is some, okay, so like all right. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure if you had to make this whole thing continuous in order to get it to look not uncanny or like not like Play-Doh. Well, I had to see the eyeball. I'm gonna have, I mean, not see the eyeball. I'm gonna have to like eyeball this. Okay, so what? Starting to look like something. Not sure if it's the desired effect I was going for, but it's something. Okay. Alright, so I do see what's missing a little bit here, so. We're kind of missing like the in-betweens. On that side. What the heck? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm having a brain fart. Oh no. Wait. Hold. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. So, I see those, and now we're... So... Ooh. Yeah, this... there's a reason why, I avoid trying to do this because of the, specular highlights on particles. What do you do? What do you do with specular highlights on particles? what you do, whoops. What you do is you cheat. Oh no, that doesn't quite do what. Wait. Can I make these like super? I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna go through. Shh. Just shut up. Don't freaking cheater me. Listen, all right. If I was a practical artist, I would grab an object. I would like literally grab an object and I would like soak it in paint or something and just like roll it over my canvas, okay? It's the same deal. I would go around and look at my garage and like warehouse and stuff. And do that, okay? Oh, I should do like an alpha replacement as well. You look for a tool to I'm trying to think, alright. How you think I became, you know, I'm only one of the reasons why I was very successful, or at least on the task I'm doing, is I learned how to use my tools when given them, okay? Alright? You need to calm down. We're trying to draw, like, we're trying to make this look very dramatic, so I'm basically doing like a color shift on everything. It's not actually realistic how this is looking, or like what I mean is it's not realistic that one side is parted. Like that one side is like exclusively light and one side is exclusively dark, but I'm trying to give it direction. Usually when I'm making backgrounds, I tend to want to give them direction, so it looks like it's alive. Like you want to impart, in my opinion, it's a personal preference. My personal opinion is that when you're making backgrounds, you want to give them energy, to allow it like something went through here, like there's energy in the, I'm trying to like form ripples and mountains, kind of like a wave thing, just to like sort of capture the idea that I'm thinking more of the seedbed than anything. And then we need to wait, oh, that's not the right layer. What layer is it? Is it this layer? Yes, this layer. Actually, I think it's probably going to be easier if I do this. It's too thick. Nope. We want something like somewhat rough. Maybe this? Oops. And then okay, so there is a downside to this. I don't have any blacks, which can be a problem because now the shell looks like it's MAKU. So we should add some black lines just to make the composition. The blacks have to get as black as I don't really know how to do that. Maybe it's on the other side? It's a weird way to occlude this line, but the reason why right now the shell looks like it stands out a lot is because I have my darkest darks on the shell. It's not matched by the background's darkest darks. So it doesn't look like it's fitting into the thing. But that's a little aggressive even for doing that. But maybe I can give my mountains a little bit of form to help guide the eye so that it doesn't look like the shell is the only one that has form. Somewhat like this. So that your eyes don't look like, hey, the shell just doesn't belong in the scene. But there's also another thing that I have to do now. So let's see. So we take we need to make the shell fit the scene. So I'm gonna take this. I don't think this is gonna have the desired effect, but we'll try it anyway. We also change the clustering. Maybe that's not how this thing works. It might be any. Oh. No, I don't like the black ones were a mistake. I'll add a little. Still can't really like fit it into the scene. Difficult. It's good enough. All right. I guess I could do like how would that work? Hmm. Nah, I'm not gonna. Not gonna do that. That's gonna be. That's common. Well, anyways, this is an okay. This is an okay. All right, it's an okay thing. We're good. That is a really colorful scallop, though. All right. 2 hours? 2 hours isn't too bad from beginning to concept. Okay. What is this? Day 4? November? What the heck? Hey. Oh. Layers. I have such a hard time. I keep writing November. What the freak? What is wrong with me? Okay. Alright. Good enough. We've got our scallop. Scallop has been done. Depot clap. Excellent. Alright. Looks pretty alright. Could be a lot better, I would say. One day, I think something that I do have to improve on is instead of going hyper stylized, like using lots of blocks and stuff, I do want to work on gradient work. Like just making everything blend together as opposed to being like super contrasty. Like I use quite a lot of contrast to make it look larger than life as opposed to closer. This looks nothing like the reference I was using. To say the least. Okay. Alright. That's a wrap. It's 9 p.m. What do? Hydrate is what do. Oh, shit. 2 hours. Nice. All right.